Hey everyone, here we are in Waterford and we're doing our last round island flight back to Cork where we started about a month ago. So without any further ado, let's get airborne. Oh, sorry about that, hang on. Just rejigging my daughter. Okay. Not used to not needing to apply right rudder on the jets. Fly the props so frequently and you get the not torque, what's the word? Wind hit the left side of the rudder from propeller wash. Okay, we did fly kind of over the town of Waterford, my last video, so if you wanted to see that, check that out. It's like a horse racing track or something. That's cool. Slow our ascent a bit, don't want to get too high. 5,000 feet is about the optimum for most scenery. Oh, way too fast. And down. It's an interesting island. There's these little groups of hills dotted around. This one's in front then, and just odd ones. Interested in the geology of the place. It looks like kind of gently rolling hills just below us. These rising ones. Maybe are they from the Ice Age or something? Have to keep a close eye on the airspeed there. I get into the red zone and the flight's over pretty much. Doesn't give you much leeway. Getting a little high as well. Throttle trim down. One thing I never do is use the autopilot. You get the aircraft trimmed okay, you don't need it. Unfortunately, I don't have my phone on me to be able to look up what that town is just below. Looks very nice. Is that Roskilde or Roskilde or something? Maybe. Very barren hilltops, like heather or gorse, I wonder.
landing gear, landing gear, landing gear.
What do you mean landing gear?
Landing gear.
Oh, come off it.
Landing gear, landing gear, landing
Is it?
gear, landing
Why is it
gear,
doing that? I'm not even that low.
gear, landing
Is it my
gear,
descent rate?
landing gear, landing gear, landing gear, landing gear, landing gear, landing gear, landing gear.
No, I've lost throttle. What is going on?
Landing gear, landing gear,
No.
landing gear, 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 landing gear.
What is going on?
Landing gear, 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 landing gear.
Alright, got control back.
Landing gear, landing gear, landing gear.
No autopilot. So I think my daughter touched one of the buttons on my joystick that I had assigned to auto throttle. Something, I don't know.
Autopilot.
Okay, let's do that. So my autopilot got activated as well in that mess. My wife is currently cooking us dinner, so my daughter thought we'd do some simming. So how are we doing? Just over halfway. So as I mentioned when I started this whole coast of Ireland, I have been to Cork. It's the only time I've been to Ireland on a business trip. Very pleasant stay indeed. It wasn't great weather, it was in October, it was dark, it was cloudy, but still, it's cool. So Cork is just the other side of this patch of water up ahead, I believe. So my next route is going to be the Rio Negro in Argentina, which starts in the Atlantic coast, basically goes west up through to the Andes, and then I'll fly over them to the Pacific. That should be cool. I haven't done the Andes yet. Of course I will be doing them eventually on my Coast of the Americas. I'll be doing all of them. Down the west side of all of them anyway. This is just a life-changing game, FS20202. I had the other editions, earlier editions of Flight Simulator, and I enjoyed them, but just being able to explore the world like this, no comparison. Golf course, 2 golf courses below right wing. motorway there. That's probably the south coast route we saw before coming down from Dublin. Wow, and another island of golf courses. That's cool. Okay, this looks like Cork coming up. Oh yeah. So I did a little flight around Cork on my first video in this coast, so I won't do it now.
Landing gear. Landing gear.
It hassles you about landing gear if you cut the throttle. I think I can actually see the runway, and I can see which way it's facing, so
Landing gear. Landing
I'm
gear.
perfectly set up for a
Landing
straight-in
gear.
approach here.
Landing gear.
Speed
Landing
brakes.
gear. Landing 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 gear. Landing
I'll
gear.
put you out of your misery. Keep the speed brakes up until we can get into the flap zone. Nice golf course. Looks very lush and green, that one. That airport marker looks beyond the runway that I'm trying to land on. What is that about?
Stall.
500.
May as well go full flap. Oh, yeah. Sorry about that, bit of a bone shaker on the end. Yeah, this is definitely the airport. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that, and I certainly enjoyed seeing the whole coast of Ireland, and we'll catch you on the next flight.